Okay, we're gonna do the program walkthrough. So one of the biggest differences at Allegiate is the level of intent that we put into our program. That's from a daily, a weekly, a monthly, and a yearly. It's a little bit hard to understand and explain sometimes, so this video is gonna help you kind of walk through each of the levels of the program and get a better understanding of how to explain it. So let's start at the very bottom. So here's what a day at Allegiate looks like. In the middle, we've got our practice or our workout. And this graph here shows the different categories or components of the workout. Our movement prep, our corrective work, our strength and conditioning, and then at the end, the post work. End to end, we start and finish in 60 minutes. Before members come in and start their workout, we've got the pre-workout wellness tracker. We're looking at sleep, how fatigued they are, quantity, was it restful or were they unable to sleep? So on and so forth. And this gives us valuable information that's going to influence how well their training session goes. Then after their training session, we've got our post-workout form. You'll see rate of perceived exertion. On a 1 to 10 scale, how difficult was that training session? And by tracking all this information over time with our members, we're able to really get a good feel from a macro level of how everybody's doing in training. And if people want more information on how they're doing day to day, we can pull up this information and get a really good snapshot into it. So that's a day at Allegiate. Let's go a level higher and look at a week at Allegiate. So here's what a week at Allegiate looks like. We've got 3 days per week is all you need in our program. And we're saying 1 day in between workouts allows for enough rest and recovery. The goal here and the terms here are quality over quantity. So simply put, we've got, say, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We do 3 practices per week in our program. So practice 1 on Monday, rest day on Tuesday. Practice 2 on Wednesday, rest day on Thursday, and practice 3 on Friday. And we call them practices, but really they're just workouts. And we call them practices just because it's more fun and it harkens back to our athletic background. So that's what a week at Allegiate looks like. And you do those same 3 practices over 4 weeks with the goal of going up a little bit in weight week over week, which brings us to what a month looks like at Allegiate. So this one right here, the main takeaway is this term progressive overload, which simply means we're going to do the same 3 practices over 4 weeks with the goal of going up week over week. So week 4, you'll see it's 100%. That's like our max exertion. We're going 100% as hard as we can. Week 3, the week previous, is 90%, 80%, and 70%. So, for example, practice 1, week 1, is going to be 70% of your max exertion. Practice 2, week 1, 70% max exertion. Practice 3, week 1, 70% max exertion. And we're tracking all these numbers, so the next week we go up, the next week we go up, and the next week we go up. The reason that we structure our program this way is because 1, it delivers more results. 2, it's more sustainable. 3, it keeps people safer. And 4, it's just the right way to approach your training, where it's much more about long-term sustainability of something like this, and much less of this mindset that people have of like, I gotta go hard all the time, hard all the time, hard all the time. Reason that's not a good idea is 1, you can get hurt. 2, you deplete your energy resources and your body can't recover. And if your body can't recover and it doesn't have the rest and recuperation it needs, you're not gonna get the fitness results, be it losing weight, be it adding muscle, whatever kind of buzzword you're looking for. Rest and recuperation is crucial. So quality over quantity, and our program from a month standpoint uses progressive overload. And then lastly, it might be a little bit harder to see, but we've got a year at Allegiate. So we've got the months in the year here, and you'll see these terms, accumulation and intensification. What that essentially means is 2 fancy words. Accumulation is volume-based training. Think higher reps, lower weight, like a 10 by 10 rep scheme, 10 sets, 10 reps. Intensification is going to be less volume, but focused on strength, speed, and power. So think like 2 reps or 3 reps. And we constantly flow between those 2 themes of our training, high rep volume training, and then a high strength focused training to 1, keep our program engaging, but 2, it's just better for the body to sort of train that way. And think, we want holistic, we want to be strong, but we also want to be conditioned. And we find that training and focusing in on a month of each of those things is sort of the right balance and does the right justice to focusing in for long enough to get the results that we need to. So that's what the Allegiate program looks like at the different levels. Remember, we've got a day, we've got a week, we've got a month, and then we've got a year. And all of those things collectively together and thinking about it long term that way is a big thing that makes Allegiate different.